freeze. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. Got it kind of a little distracted there. I was trying to get everything situated. But hey, it's Little Friday. Happy Little Friday to everyone. And you know what I mean, especially when you're working. You got to take your small victories where you can, and that's one of them. We're going to do that without a doubt. So tonight, got another banger. I got another banger for you guys. Got another interview. It just keeps going and going, and we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep riding this train for a while, so just sit back and relax. We're bringing student athletes on left and right. It's the summertime. A lot of them are busy, things like that. We're going to bring coaches, action-packed. So make sure you do what you have to do to follow this page, because we're going to bring you nothing but the hits. So, and where to find us at, come on. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, you don't stop. Instagram, that's all at Mark and Will Show. Look, markandwillshow.com is the website. Mark and Will Gaming, Mark and Will Gaming on YouTube. We everywhere. We got the best group. Oh my gosh, we got the best group, the Players Club. I think it's like close to 7,700 in a short period of time. Make sure you join that. But also our page, where we're on right now, make sure you give that a follow. We want that to grow and grow and grow so we can get these student athletes everything they deserve, the recognition. We'll continue to do those polls. We'll continue to do these interviews because it's all about the kiddos. So we definitely want to do that and give them the time to shine. You know what the deal is. So there you are. That's where you're going to find everything. Without further ado, got another banger for you. So here we go. Tonight on the show, Emory Donaldson. Look. Ballard High, class of 23, softball star, UK softball signee. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, you know what? It's been a great week, and this is the cherry on top. It's not too many times you get to talk to a state champion. So, and actually, I've talked to quite a few of your teammates, so I feel real good. I
Yeah,
feel real good. Yeah. So
good.
how you doing? I mean, I know everybody wants you guys to come and partake in celebration. So how's it going with you?
Things started to slow down a little bit. We got one more kind of like little celebration tomorrow night at the Bats game. Just finished up a Racing Louisville game yesterday, so it's starting to settle down before some travel ball hits. So it's good.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh man, I'm so glad that I was able to get you in there. I mean, it's so busy. Carissa with the win again. I appreciate you
Yeah.
without a doubt. So let's just get into it. Emory, so you had a big target on your back. Won a state championship last year. You guys had one blemish this year, and went ahead and took care of business at the end, back to back. What does being a back to back state championship? Because some people don't even make it to the state tournament. You guys back
Yeah.
to back. So how does that feel?
I think it's still settling in. It's definitely a crazy experience going back to back, like being in state for the past 3 years in general, and
Right.
then winning it twice in a row. So just knowing that like we were able to accomplish that as a team, not once but twice, it's just unreal.
Let me ask you this right off the bat. Like, was it harder the first time or the second time?
I think it was probably the first time because that's the first time Ballard's ever won a state championship here for the softball team. So just trying to actually accomplish that. Like we know we could get there, but winning that final game was probably one of the toughest things we had to do.
Right, right. And that's That's a good. Hey, you know what? I always wanted to ask a champion, like a back-to-back champion, like which one or two, and so hey,
Yeah.
let me check it off my list. There we go. That's done
Yeah.
right there. So so being that you guys was the favorites to win, especially after last year, was it was any part of the season, any time of the season that you guys or you yourself felt any kind of stress from it? Like you expect to do this.
I think there was definitely an expectation there to win. Like every single game we were going out there, like we are like the team that should be winning this. So there was definitely some pressure there to win. But at the same time, I think we dealt with that as a team really well. Just went out there and had fun, and like we knew we could do it. So just going out there and playing a game that we knew how to play.
Yeah, that's definitely tough. Like I said, with the bullseye and everything like that. So,
Yeah.
I've asked your teammates this question. So I'm gonna ask you. So after you took that first loss, how long did it take for you to get over it?
Honestly, I would say maybe 1 or 2 days. We knew eventually the win streak would have to come to an end, and we knew that as soon as it did, we would have to bounce back quickly. So we had a really good after game talk, just saying like, yes, this happened, but now we have to go and win 13 more to win the state championship, and that was our end goal anyways. So kind of just getting over it quickly and knowing that, hey, we have to make a bounce back here.
Was it a relief? You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, granted, I know being a competitor because you can't constantly win that many games without being a competitor. You know what I'm saying? The program, your teammates. But was it some kind of relief? Like, yeah, I wanted to go on field, but that's over with. Let's go. Now we
It
can
was
really
definitely,
focus.
yeah. It was definitely like, just a little like breath of fresh air, just knowing that, okay, like now the win streak's off our back, we can just go out there and knowing that like obviously teams know we can lose now, but just going out there and playing our game.
I have Emory Donaldson on here. I need everybody to chime in. I'm gonna need these. I need these comments. I need these follows. I need everything. We have a state champion, and this is not the first one. We done had several of them on here. You better join in, comment, ask some questions, congratulate her and her team. What's up, Coach? How you doing, Coach? I'm gonna need a couple of those Ballard. I know, I know y'all wear their helmets, but I know you can get a hold of some hats, shirts, something for me, Coach, so I can, I feel like I'm a good luck charm. I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't last year, but I help you with the back to back, Coach. Come on now, but no, great coach, and while he's chiming in on it, man, how is it playing for Coach Jones?
It's definitely something you have to get used to, but it's awesome. So like I've known him since I was 7, played with him for the past 6 years. He pushes you, but in the end, you come out a better person and a better player. So I couldn't ask for anyone better to play for these past 6 years.
So, being that you played with him that long, he's been consistently like that. Has it
Yes,
changed a little
honestly, I
bit?
think the past 2 years he might have got a little soft this past year, but no, it was well deserved. Like we last year, we definitely wanted to win that for him too, just going out like that. So it was pretty awesome.
This couple of 2X coach, couple of 2X coach. I get you. I get you. You can give it to Carissa. I'm sure I get it from her. Without a doubt. So, do you think? Because for instance, like being a football player, former football player, about time my senior year, our coach basically let us coach ourselves because I was in a group kind of like you guys that played with each other. That he knew that we knew like we was basically
Right.
teaching practice. So it's because your senior class and you guys have done it that you think he probably felt comfortable like, oh, okay.
I mean, definitely like after last year, we were constantly making adjustments, constantly bettering ourselves, and having almost everybody back this year. He definitely knew that we could do it. So I think just knowing that, like, hey, we'll obviously need minor adjustments from coaches, and like we'll still need to have that respect factor there. But he also knows that we can do it ourselves.
Right, right. That's good stuff. I mean, like you said, 3 straight years. That's incredible. Big time like that. So did you? Okay. After winning the last year, did you guys kind of keep the same routine? I mean, like, did y'all eat at the same place up in Lexington? I mean, superstitious. I mean, what's going on?
I was this year we did stuff a little different after the win at least. Instead of staying in Lexington, we came back, had some nice food over at Gustavo's, so that was
Okay,
fun.
okay.
I say we didn't really switch like stuff a whole lot, like up a whole lot throughout the year this year. Kind of pretty much stayed consistent with pre-game food, after game food, stuff like that.
Who's the most superstitious person on the team?
Oh, Only because of the rocks, I'm about to say Macy, just because she started that whole thing. But our whole team was pretty superstitious when it comes to that stuff.
Oh, don't tell me. I'm gonna try to bring Macy on next week, so I'm gonna have to try to get about the
Oh
rocks
man.
to get the rock
Yes, you
story.
need to
So
ask
yeah, yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, definitely on that one. So without doubt. So being at a senior and being that the program is established, you guys have set the bar high. So what kind of advice do you give the did y'all have some? Let me ask you. I was gonna say, what kind of advice you give to like the youngsters on the team? The 10th graders, the ninth graders. I know you guys might have some eighth graders too, but what kind of advice do you give to the young ones?
I really just say like look up to the upperclassmen because they have a big class coming in next year as seniors, and they're all great kids, great athletes. So I really just like listening to them, and then obviously we have a great coaching staff throughout, whether it's hitting, outfield, infield, just all around. So just listening to the coaches, they know what they're talking about. So just having that respect there, and then obviously learning from your peers.
Right, right. So like you said, you done played for him for a while. When you actually got into Ballard, um, how was the team then? Like, I guess let's say your freshman year, because after that you guys was going, taking care of business.
Right. When I came in as a seventh grader, at least
Okay.
it was a very senior heavy team. They were actually really well rounded. Same thing, eighth grade years, still had a really good team, solid team. Um, and then coming in freshman year was actually COVID year,
Okay.
but we were pretty positive going into that year. Still, like I feel like we always have a pretty well rounded team. Likewise, usually have a lot of upperclassmen, so just going off of them. Every year, I feel like it seems pretty much the same that way.
I'm gonna give you some of the stuff that I normally do to coach. And coach, I'm gonna get you on the show too. Two-time champion. I have to have you on here, but I'm gonna ask it from a player's point of view. Talk about the support you guys get because I see it through our page, that we do and like the Market Wheel page. It oozes out. So, from a player, talk about that, the
Like
support,
support from coaches or support from.
the fans, the community.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our fans are awesome. We actually took Alan provided us with the second bus for students to come down to our state games, so that was pretty awesome. Just seeing a lot of the kids pile onto that bus, come down and support us, and then parents, friends, family would show up to every game, no matter where, when. They are always supporting us, and like even like on social media, you'll see them like retweeting stuff and saying just like we are such a tight knit group. So just having all of these people comment on your success is amazing.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, it oozes. I'm kind of toughy. I'm a male bulldog, a former male bulldog, so I'm kind of tough on it. But I'm telling you what, the support you guys get, softball, not just softball, just around all different sports, but it's definitely in the softball, and I love it. That's great to see, and that's why I wanted to ask you that. So let's get to know a little bit more about you, okay? So let's. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Your coach. Now, I think,
Uh-oh.
yeah, yeah. I think someone told me this. Coach Jones graduated
Yep,
from Maryland in
he
'83.
did.
What's up? What's up, Bulldog? What's up, Bulldog? I know you got the Bruins. Hey, you would definitely be on the show. You'd be on the legendary, the legend show for all the ex Bulldogs. So, hey, oh man, that's great stuff. So, give everybody a chance to get to know about you a little bit more. How old were you when you started playing sports?
Whew. I want to say, I guess around 4 or 5. Went straight into t-ball over like one of like the Linden Rec leagues. So that's where I started. I also played some soccer, I believe, when I was maybe 5 or 6.
Hmm.
I didn't really venture around too much with sports. I stuck with softball, or I guess it's like coach pitch back then,
Okay.
up until I was about uh, 8 maybe, and then I started like a little like local travel team. So we traveled to some tournaments. And then I stuck with travel ball and then obviously middle and high school ball. So I had some basketball sport stuff between middle school, and I ended that after the freshman year of high school.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get definitely since you
Okay.
said that. No, that's good. I,
Oh
I love it.
gosh.
No, I love that. I love it for real. That's good stuff. So T-ball, 4 years old, 5 years old. And you say you played in Linden. So
Yes.
let me ask you this. So being that you're active and doing all this kind of stuff, because some people kind of fight. Some kids, they still want to, like it's some people that play outside a lot, and there's some that like, look, I'm tired, I want to be inside. Did you fight
Yeah.
your parents, or was you was all outside? Like, this is what I'm doing.
I definitely love being outside. No, I don't think I ever really fought with that. It's something I always enjoyed.
You have siblings,
I do. I have an older brother and I have a younger sister.
so y'all was definitely your brother play sports too.
He did. He played baseball when he was younger and actually, and then some football, and then he ended up playing lacrosse.
Okay, did he go to Ballard also?
He did. Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, especially when you got the siblings. My siblings, I know they watch and they do another show with me. They wasn't too athletically inclined. Please, no. I hope they're not watching right now. But it is what it. I love them though. I still love them. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, these other sports that you played besides softball, and I know you said t-ball, was you serious about them, or was it just always going to be softball?
Not necessarily. They were more like a keep you in shape during like the off season kind of sport. Like with soccer, it was just kind of fun because I was young and I still didn't necessarily know what I was going to do. With basketball, it was more of a this will keep you in shape, and then this kind of working on other skills throughout the off season for softball.
Did any of those other sports kind of help you with softball?
Definitely. I don't really know about soccer because it was so long ago, but basketball, yes, just with speed, athleticism, like a lot of like changing direction stuff during basketball, obviously, and then conditioning.
What position did you play in basketball?
I was mostly a guard.
Yeah, they say you pretty quick around them bases, you and Milby and
I
all that.
try,
So
yeah.
so I
Yeah.
kind of figured out you was probably going to be a guard and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, that's good stuff. So did you like just going back? When did you like play softball? How old were you? Like, I mean, I know you said t-ball, but then when did you actually play with a softball team?
I started playing kid pitch when I was, I want to say 9 is when
Okay,
I officially started playing kid pitch.
okay. You knew then that was it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I was dead set on it from then on.
Our parents or coach, any coaches in the family?
My dad helped coach some teams when I was younger, and then he stopped coaching me by the time I want to say I was 13 or 14.
Okay, cool. So let's see. What middle school did you go to?
Mizik.
Mazik.
Yeah.
How did Manuel let you get away? Wait a minute, let
I
that
know.
Manuel?
I know. No,
Ooh.
Alan definitely got me into Ballard, and then there was no turning back. So,
Oh, I'm sorry, Crimson. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Oh my goodness. Woo. Okay, all right. Woo, way to go.
yeah.
Hey, way to go, coach. Way to go ahead and do what you got to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So and I'm gonna ask you because did I know you said you played up? So I guess the middle school didn't have softball team or nothing like
Um,
that, or
they didn't until I started going there. Like my dad decided he would coach it if they wanted to have a team. So I played there my fifth and sixth grade year, and
oh,
then I went to Ballard my seventh grade year.
okay, cool. Because I'm trying to play back in my mind. It's old, but I'm trying to play back in my mind just to see like if they did or not. Okay, so yeah, you kind of broke some hearts. Kind of broke some
Yeah, maybe a little
hearts.
bit.
All right, so let's talk about travel ball. Who did you first start playing travel ball? Like, what organization did you start playing travel ball with?
They were called the RBI Bells. It was like there was like an RBI Bulls team that was a baseball team, and we kind of broke off and made a softball team, which is like when my dad coached with a couple other guys.
Okay. So, how long did you play with them?
I want to say 1 or 2 years. I'm not sure which one it was.
Hmm. After you left them, who did you start playing with?
I played with the Sluggers for a year.
Okay. And I know you said that that's getting ready to start back. Who you playing? You still with who you with now?
Now I'm with the Fury Platinum X team. They're out of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So how's you know what? And I'm so intrigued with this because I told Mark a long time ago. I said I'm gonna tell you when we start really doing softball and baseball, they was one of the first ones to start doing travel. like the AAU for
Yeah.
anybody. So I said, this is really so. When you play for a team that's, I guess, located in a different state, how does that work out? Like, do you like? Is there a connection through the coaches, or do you have a tryout, or and where do y'all practice? you know.
Uh, so I think when by the time I was looking for a team, my dad was like reaching out to these different coaches and was like, "Hey, my daughter's interested in playing. Can she come have like a local tryout?" So I actually traveled down there to try out for one of the Fury Platinum teams, which is how I got connected. I'm not necessarily sure like how everybody else does.
Hmm.
Like some people live down there, and then
Right.
practice wise, we don't. We basically just show up and play together.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of like the some of my friends, the old man league. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, we're going to meet at
Yeah.
Cochise
Yep.
Park and this play and with the coolers and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Pretty
cool.
much.
That's good stuff. So, being that you are a um, about to play college ball, you know what I'm saying, the signee, are they okay with you still doing travel ball up to?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
They pretty much just want you like stay in shape, stay like
okay,
seeing like
okay.
hitting off these pitchers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And that's one thing I was when you said that the first, I was like, okay, let me definitely ask that because like
Yeah.
I guess certain sports, I mean, they might be a little hesitant and be like, don't do it. But I
Uh-huh.
guess when because that's that's why I say about the travel ball, the the history of it that you guys get a lot of great reps and you see a lot of people going to different
Yeah.
leagues and travel ball and things like that. So that's cool. So how has AAU, my fault, travel ball helped you?
I definitely think it's like competition level. It's hu like a huge difference between high school and travel ball. So seeing a lot of like those top-notch pitchers, top-notch players, and then playing with those same players, like just playing with that competition definitely pushes you to be your best because you're looking for a starting position on this team, and you're not guaranteed one.
Right.
So really, just pushing yourself to be the best you can be to play the best you can play at each tournament.
How many people are on this team?
I'm not sure our exact number. I want to say we have maybe 16 or 17 girls.
Okay, okay. So you do have a bench, and those people who are not starting this spot be
Yes.
like, "Whoa, okay, well, I need to up my game."
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I mean, that's
Yeah.
real. That's real. So okay, that's interesting. Big time like that. So where are y'all going? Do you? I know you probably already know the schedule. So where like are some of the states or y'all tournaments that y'all playing in?
They're playing in Kansas City this weekend. I'm not going. I'm taking a little break before I start. Then they go, or we're going to Tennessee next week, and then straight to Colorado. Then we come back and play in Georgia, and then we finish off with California.
Ooh, that's a nice little vacation stuff
I
you
know
going
it
to right
is. I
there.
know.
I see you, Mari. Hey, hey, I see. Yeah, without a doubt. So, mm, was there any other school besides Ballard that maybe had a chance with you? And hold on, nobody for
Um,
coach. It's over with. She's already graduated. She graduated. Yes, she's already got you two championships. So I just want to hear this from my own. You know, I just want to hear it.
Uh, I was saying so manual was in contention just because I went to Musique, so that was always an option. And then I was thinking about male at one point.
Emory, come on now. Oh my gosh. Uh, Milby told me the same. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Well, you know what? If Mel couldn't have you guys, I'm glad you guys went to Ballard to go ahead and take care of business. That's what I'm gonna say. So as long as we
Oh,
was in the running a little bit, that's all that matters. That's cool. That's all.
okay.
No, coach. You a former Bulldog, so hey, if they come to Mel, they come to you. So that's how it's gonna go on this show. When we talk about softball, if you can't go to Mel, you got to go to Ballard. I'm just gonna say that, but. Jeez Louise, another one, another one. How would you describe your game?
I would say very versatile. That's a word that has been used for me a lot. Just being able to do like what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, wherever a coach needs you to do it.
So, you know, like I said, from afar, going and looking up stats and looking at videos. I see that. That's why I named it Five Tool because you can do a lot of stuff, and dipping back into um, going to the UK and things like that. So, where do they vision you playing? Do you know?
I'm for right now, I'm gonna say somewhere in the infield, probably either like a middle infield, possibly a corner. I don't see much outfield happening, but that's definitely like an opportunity that I would take if given to me.
Okay. Does it matter to you?
No, not necessarily. I mean, if it's a starting position and it's open, I am 100% willing to take it.
UK has been balling in softball,
They've been
big
doing pretty
time.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
balling big time. And I can see them busting through and taking care of business soon. So I saw a picture of you as a tot.
Oh no.
So was this a
Oh no.
was this a by birth signed, sealed, delivered by birth? Is this what this
I would say
was?
yes. Both
Okay.
my parents went to UK,
Oh,
so
yes,
it
done deal,
was,
done deal, done
yeah,
deal, done deal.
yep, pretty much.
I understand, I understand, but that's good
Yeah.
though because being that a kid that what I'm saying probably follow you okay and you have an opportunity to play for dream school that you very
Yep.
like and entertain. That's good stuff. That's big time. So when they offer you, how was that feeling?
It was unreal. It was just like, oh wow, like this is like actually happening. And it was a super exciting time in my life.
Marie, where was it at? Where was
Um,
you at when they
w-
offer you?
I was sitting in my kitchen on the phone with Coach Lawson.
Wow, wow, that's tight. That's tight. The phone rung. It come up Lexington zip, and he was like, "Did you like, man? Who is this or what? Was it
Well,
a house
actually,
phone
I
or the
went on a
cell
visit
phone?"
first.
Okay.
I went on a visit first, and then we had already had a couple phone calls back and forth. And then that one, I was like, I have a feeling this is like the phone call where I will get an offer, and it was. So,
Wow, wow. So now this is another question. We know UK was definitely your pick. What other
yeah.
schools was? What other schools? I'm not saying you was going to go to, but what other schools was recruiting you?
At the time, so I picked them up pretty early, so I
Hmm.
didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to go to some other schools. I know Lipscomb was definitely on the list, and so is Miami of Ohio.
Okay, cool, cool. You know what? That was you told me before we started the interview that I think was in 21.
Yes, yes.
I would. I mean, it's a done deal. She signed, sealed, delivered. But I know it was probably gonna be a whole bunch of. I'm sorry, you okay? I'm not starting nothing. I just know that it's gonna be a whole lot more than those schools that she just listed. I'm just saying. I mean,
Oh
the
man.
proof is in the pudding. Hey, congratulations on that, big
Thank
time. No,
you.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go this. So, what softball or even baseball player that you like watching? And that you like to emulate. Maybe you try to take something away from them.
One that was like way older was Sis Bates, so she plays shortstop at Washington. I always loved watching her play defense. But also, like when I played at Ballard my seventh and eighth grade year, there was a girl there named Allie Skaggs who played. She's currently the shortstop at Arizona. She
Oh,
is someone I always looked up to. She would always said I was kind of like a mini her, so I would definitely try to emulate her when it came to like on-field communication or just going like through motions with defense or hitting.
oh, wow. Okay, okay. Coaches, did you coach her? Coach, how long? Hey, coach, I know you active on her. How long have you been the head coach? Or I've been coaching at Ballard. That's for you. I'm throwing you an alley oop. I need this because I know what I'm saying. You don't produce a lot of players, so what I'm saying. I'm just trying to go ahead and get that. I'm trying to do a little research before I interview you, big time coach, on that one. So he said, "Oh wow, since '99, you know the mayor, Cosby, and also Brandon Cosby told me to tell you say hi. So how confident, Amari, before you play? How confident are you before the games?
I'm a pretty relaxed person when it comes to like pregame stuff. I don't like to get myself too hyped up. I like to stay pretty calm. I'm always like to say I have a lot of confidence before the game because not playing with confidence is not something you want to experience or not something you really enjoy. So it's going into the game knowing you can and you will.
So does that stem from just the experience, or like besides practice and stuff like that? Is it because it's just second nature to you?
Yeah, definitely just playing it my whole life and then just having all the experience under my belt, just knowing like whatever's thrown at me, I can easily overcome it through softball. So, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So what are you like when you out there playing?
I would
No, no,
like to like I'm
hold on. What is it like? Like, wait a minute. What, like, when you out there playing? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on like I have to, like, do certain things? Like, what are you when you're out there in the field, and we do field also betting?
In the field, I would like to say just knowing what you're gonna do if the ball is hit at you. So just knowing like before the play, hey, if I get the ball, I'm going here. If my teammates get the ball, like communicating to them where they're going. Batting wise, I like to have a quiet mind. I don't like to be thinking about too much when I step into the box, kind of just zoning in on the pitcher, going in with a plan before I step into the box, and it's executing what I can.
What pitch are you looking for?
Depending on the pitcher, because a lot of pitchers like to zone in on one side of the plate specifically. So if it's like, let's say it's like a screwball heavy pitcher, just knowing I'm going to turn on an inside pitch if I see it. Or maybe they've been throwing a lot of changeups, just knowing like I'm going to actually sit a changeup this time instead of sitting a fastball. So it really just depends on the pitcher.
What is the hardest pitch for you to hit in your mind?
Um, Probably an outside rise ball if they have a good one, because a lot of pitchers will leave that hanging. But if they do have a good one, that's probably when the toughest pitch is.
When did, like, I used to pitch. I played baseball for like 8 years myself, so I got a little, but I'm not on that
Yeah.
level. I'm not those stars like you guys. I was good, but I'm no stars. But when when did you when were you able to start like really identify these different pitches? Because sometimes people's at their bat, in their box, they don't know what's coming. They just swing it.
Right,
They don't
right.
know the difference for what.
I would say I think I really started to hone my skills probably eighth grade year slash freshman year is when I really started to like pick up pitches and like understand my own swing the best.
Okay. Describe your swing.
I like to like I take a lot of pieces from a lot of different people. So like I took hitting lessons from one girl for the majority of my high school career, but like obviously we have a hitting coach at Ballard and I have a lot of different coaches in general. So I would say I'm a mix between like there's like two different swings technically with linear and rotational. I kind of say I'm a mix between both. I am very focused like on the bottom, just staying through the ground, just getting a lot like generating a lot of power through legs because that's like the strongest part of your body. And upper half really staying I like to like inside the ball, kind of just driving through the ball with my upper half.
I would say, okay, like I said, five tool. That's why I named the show this. Um, I think you can, you know, and I want to apologize to the Ballard Bruins because when I decided to do the slugger, you guys had so many, and it
We
took
do, we do.
it took it. I'm not look. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? Mark gives me the leeway to do a lot of the stats and stuff like that. What's up, Mark? Um, but it was so hard between you two. Like I was going back. It took me an hour to decide
Did it really? Oh, I
because
know.
and the
She
only
was
reason,
awesome this year.
well, and the only reason I did not want to do both of you guys, I didn't want to split the votes.
I
That's
know what
what
you're
made it
saying.
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what made it hard because, like I said, it was young, and I was like, and then I saw Milby there. I said, "Oh my
I
gosh,
know. Like
this is
there was
why
a
they
lot
want
of
to."
talent on this
I
team.
said, "This is why they want," and I wanted everybody to know that, like, with the Slugger, it wasn't like it was based off the Louisville Slugger, but it wasn't like it was
Right.
like also based on average, betting average,
Yep.
triples and doubles and stuff like that. And YouTube was like head to head. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. It was it. This that was the
That's
hardest
funny.
selection for me. Like other ones, I just went through and I looked and I said, but like I said, I try to keep it clean. Henderson County
Right.
was kind of tough too. They had quite a few,
Hmm.
but I was like, oh my gosh, oh my god, that was stressful. That was
Oh, that's
definitely
funny.
stressful for me.
No.
So I'm glad I was able to talk about that.
Yeah,
So
no, that's
so any
hilarious.
any mad
No.
parents? I mean, because you can imagine because we want people to nominate, and as we grow, as this page grows, as the show grows, we'll have more nomination. But lots of time is on me to go ahead and do it. So it is hard. I would love a
Yeah,
nomination, but like I always say, and Mark Lamb said it. Just because you nominate somebody don't mean they're gonna be on it. They gotta deserve it. That
that's
kind of stuff.
true.
But you definitely did also deserve it. But it was, and I was like, I'm not gonna split the votes. I'm not gonna split the votes. Let's just
No,
do that.
I get that.
And it was
Yeah.
hard. It was hard. I was. That was my confession, y'all. That was my confession on that
Oh
one.
man.
So, how did for the people who definitely want to know how did last year's finals, even though you won it, you guys won it. How did it prepare you guys for this year's final?
I think just having that experience, like each game of state is obviously like it's at Kentucky, but the finals game just like a different atmosphere all around. Each team being like bringing all their fans, having all that noise, just being able to experience that last year. Like we know as a team how to tune that out and just go in and play our game without all of the emotion.
Who was the loudest besides you guys? What team brought the loudest noise out of the past 2 years in this? Let's say the final four. The final four.
The Final Four. Ooh. Um, we played Rowan County, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
Final Four. Yeah, they had a loud fan base. Yeah, I was actually quite surprised. I feel like they brought pretty much their whole town. It was, I was not expecting it. I really wasn't. But no,
uh,
it was awesome. It was fun to play there, though.
Shout out to Rowan County because they're another high school to support big time. I mean, they have great players.
Hmm.
They got Miss Basketball, Haven who's been on the show and things like that. So, yeah, okay, I'm not surprised. So,
Yeah.
um, when you see that, does the juices just does it pump you even more? Like, okay, I'm gonna show you why we here.
Yeah, it definitely does, but at the same time, like I said, I try to be a pretty calm player, so I
Uh-huh.
try not to let like too much noise get to me and just like zoning in and just playing my game. So
Whew, I'll tell you. Hey, yeah, I used to love that. Like, come on,
yeah,
let me show you why we're going to beat y'all.
yeah,
Let me show you
yeah, yeah.
that. So, what is your favorite part of the game?
Whew. I think just the energy more than anything. I absolutely just love just like game time is just something different and not everybody gets to experience it, especially being on this team.
Hmm.
Just going out there and just having so much fun and so much passion for the game.
So, anytime like just reflecting back, especially we'll do this here. Did any time when you was on that field that you thinking I'll be playing here next year?
Yes, especially during the last game, like knowing this is my last game no matter what in high school, but it's like wow, like I will be standing on this field coming in the fall. It's pretty awesome to think about, but yes, I was definitely thinking about that at some points during the games.
Okay, cool. That's good stuff. So, what do you feel you need to work on? What part of your game you feel like you need to work on?
Especially now, I kind of like this is kind of like odd to say, but I feel like I had a little bit of an off year hitting wise. So just going into the summer, tuning in on certain aspects of my swing, like really reflecting on certain aspects of that I need to work on and adjust to make sure I can hit, especially this level of pitching next year. I think that's the biggest thing I'll probably need to adjust over the summer.
So, do you like when you're looking at that or even thinking about that? Are you looking at film at your swing, or you like? I mean, do you do film work? I mean,
Yes, yes. So like I'll go up to what we call it the barn, the hitting facility at Ballard, quite frequently throughout the week, and then I will set up like a little stand with my phone in it and record myself either hitting off the machine, front toss, or even tee work, and just like just analyzing that when I get home and seeing, oh, like I see this, I that's something I'm gonna need to fix for next time.
Coach Jones, I see. He said you got the barn, huh? You got the barn over there. See, y'all. Now I see. I'm gonna have to go talk to Coach Kelsey on this now. Like I ain't heard about no doghouse or nothing at Mayo, so I'm about to see what's going on, man. I'm just being real. Ooh, this is a no. You know, I'll wait. No, I'm not gonna wait. So Kentucky, you got a teammate who's been on this show. She was the first Bruin on the show. Brooke. She's going to
Yeah,
Louisville.
yeah. I
And you
know.
guys play each other.
Oh,
Are you waiting?
oh,
Are you waiting for that matchup? I mean, I don't think she's watching. I
oh.
don't think only Bruin is watching this is Coach Jones. Like, are you like waiting for that? What's going
We
on?
actually played with each other since we were like 8. So, I mean, we definitely didn't expect this to happen, but we're excited, but I feel like there's some nervousness there. Like this fact that we're both playing each other. It's kind of like, oh man, like what do we do here? But no, it's exciting though, just us both being on that big stage too. So
You know what? That's so cool though. That's so
it
cool. That's
is. It's
that's really
awesome.
cool. And then I know Milby's coming up the pipeline too. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is that's really cool for real. I mean that's yeah, man, that's good stuff. So let's see. What fun things besides softball do you like to do?
I really enjoy like card games or board games. I am an extremely competitive person, so I always love doing that. And then also just being outdoors as well is always fun. But
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I know that's right. Why is your coach rubbing it in? It has AC too.
it's AC too.
Come on, coach. Coach.
Oh.
Oh, let's dang. All right, so look, real quick. Um, who are some of the players now? So season's over. Who are some of the players for next year's team? Give me a couple or whatever that you think that everybody needs. Besides Milby, we know about her that everybody needs to know or they will know soon.
One is the catcher, Katie Dennis. She really stepped up this year. She's going to be a senior next year. She was a huge asset, obviously, and then had to fill the role of the one person we lost from last year. So there's a lot of pressure on her, and she did really well to pick up the slack and do what needed to be done. And then also, I would say Lily Cook, our third baseman. I feel like she built up the recognition this year. She was definitely kind of under the radar, but definitely started to show out and prove why should she be on the big stage.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's hey, nothing wrong with that. So wait a minute. As far as starters, how many starters did y'all lose from last year's team?
Since we lost all three outfielders, second base,
Oh wow,
pitcher, ooh, six, I think. Yep,
wow.
six.
So six starters, let's say, from last year's team, and still went ahead and
Yeah.
brought home the bacon. Coach,
Oh, wait. Do you mean like after this year or
no, no,
after
no, no,
last
no.
year?
Last year, last
Oh,
year, last
okay.
year,
No,
last
no.
year.
We only lost one. We only lost our catcher.
So the
Sorry.
catcher. Oh man, it
Yes,
was
yes.
hands
No, no,
down.
no, no.
Coach,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
disappointed. Undefeated season. Undefeated season. I mean, y'all brought everybody back, Coach. God bless them. Nah, I'm messing with y'all, but that's cool. So this year though, you lose a
Yes, this
six.
year we lost six.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so you only lost the catcher and
Yeah, we only lost one
Dennis
last year.
stepped up and all this. Okay.
Yes,
I was going to
yes.
say, well, hold on now.
Oh,
Somebody's got a
I was like,
big
wait,
time
no.
dynasty going on. This is some Chicago Bull stuff going on right here. Okay, all right. So all right, let's see. Let's before we get off her, let's go ahead and see what's going on. That's going on. Batman or Superman? What you got?
I'm gonna say with Batman.
Why?
I just, ooh, I think I just like his vibe, like just going, like just in the night. I don't know, just kind of like more like a sneaky person, just not always out in the open, just behind the scenes, kind of. I like
Right.
that.
I see more and more athletes. I mean, of course, we got them on the show, but more and more is saying Batman. You know what I'm saying? That kind of
Really?
stuff like it. Yeah, I'm like,
Huh.
whoa, okay.
Okay.
Superman, I'm going to have to change you. And actually, I am going to change. I told my nephew, he was on the show the other day, Tuesday. Yeah. And so I told him that he was going to be last one. I was like, no, when I got you. This is the so you guys is gonna be it's gonna be mixed up for you. You guys are talking to your friends saying if you're on the Mark and Will show, you won't be getting this stuff. You might get one or two, but you're not gonna get this.
Oh
So yeah,
man.
this is she is the last one. So Macy, don't go off of this. Tacos or pizza?
Oh, I don't think it's depending on the day, but I would go with tacos.
Where you going?
Ooh, homemade. I prefer just more
Ooh.
like homemade ground beef. Maybe
So
get like the shell from the store, but
so who's throwing down at the house? It's mom or dad? Who's doing? Are
my
you?
dad, my
Okay.
dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
we know Pops. Pops taking good business. Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Hey, Jimmy John's of Penn Station. What you got?
I'm gonna go Jimmy John's. That was always one of my pregame meals, so you can never go wrong with that.
You're a Jimmy John, so you don't like your stuff toasted either, huh?
Mm-mm.
My my my
Nope.
my nephew crunched it. He said, "Oh, it's too hard." No, I'm like, "Come on, man." I mean, that's good. I mean, but so you like? Okay, let me ask you this: Subway or Penn Station?
Ooh, I think Subway. I grew up eating it, so
You like it soft
it's,
bread? That's what you
I
like.
do. I do. I
You,
do.
you don't want that. You don't want that Penn Station. Look, I'm trying to get that
Mm.
endorsement. You don't want that Penn Station lemonade that costs $20.
I don't know.
That's high. That's high.
Uh,
So, are you listening to music before you go out there? Are you a music person?
I do sometimes. It was never like a huge ritual for me. Like they always had music bumping in the back, but I'm more of an in front person, kind of just like quiet, just getting in the zone, really. Like just like staring out the window, which is kind of like weird, but that's more me
You
than
really
anything.
focus. You really
Yes,
you like.
yes,
I'm not going out on. I'm like staring in this zone right. Okay, I got you. I
yes.
got you. Qdoba or Chipotle?
Me Qdoba. I
Okay.
don't know what it is, but there's something there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And a lot of people are scared. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing. Well, they may not be back on here no more. They have a lot of callbacks. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
AirPods are Beats by Dre. What are you? What you? I mean, you got some
Um,
headset on, but
let's
what you
say
what you going on?
I'd probably say AirPods just convenience wise, but
Mm-hmm.
I have been wearing the Beats lately, so
Hey, Beats.
they're a lot harder to lose.
I know
So,
that's right. You absolutely right. All right, here we go with this one. Now, this is gonna let us know if you really something on this show.
oh
Now, this
no,
is the real deal. Okay, drums or flats? What you got?
drums. That's a no doubter for me, but drums 100%.
You ranch or blue cheese?
Ooh, ranch.
Okay, okay, cool. That's
Yeah, I'm
what I'm
not a blue
talking.
cheese person.
So I'm gonna get you out. As two things I want to say real quick for the little softball players, the tots that the five, the four, that's trying to play softball, trying to learn. What kind of advice did you give them?
One, I would just say have fun. Like especially at that age, it should not be a job that early. So just go out there, and if you really love it, you'll continue to play it for as long as you want to. And two, watch softball. That is one of the biggest things for me is it's always on TV
Yes,
now, whether it's college
always.
and they actually have pro leagues now. So get on TV and watch these older girls because they know what they're doing.
Right, right. Have you had anybody that teammate wise or we'll say teammate wise that has ever came up to you and tried to like emulate you or pick your brain?
I definitely had girls come up and ask my opinion, like on certain things, whether it's like swing wise or like outfield mechanics, especially because on Ballard I play outfield.
Right.
So I have just like giving my opinion personally. Like obviously not everyone's going to listen to that, and everybody has their own ways of doing things. But it's nice to know that people are at least watching and trying to emulate you. Yes.
So how does that feel? And that's why I wanted to bring it up because that's not a regular thing, right? Like so, for
Right.
instance, when and I've been in sports all my life, and Mark and I decided to do this, and it's been successful. So when I even see clips of us, it feels a certain way. So how does it feel as being a role model? Because that's what you are, and that's what your teammates are. How does that feel?
It's an awesome feeling, but I also think it's like a responsibility. Like every time you step out on that field, people are watching you. So like attitude wise, you always want to have the right attitude, just knowing that these little girls are watching and they're watching you every footstep on that field. So just knowing every time you go out there, like you want to get the job done, but you also want to like obviously like have fun doing it.
If you can tell, um, what is the besides the championships? Because I know that's definitely number one and number two, number one tied or whatever. What is what is your best memory besides those championships at Ballard?
At Ballard, I really just think just hanging out with the girls in general. Like I know that's kind of a common answer, but like our team was so tight knit these past 2 years. Like we were always together, like practicing 5 times a week and then like playing all of the time. So we were always together, but we always knew how to have fun doing that.
That's good stuff. No, that's what I expect from a champion. That's what I expect to hear though. So that's great stuff. So the floor is yours. Give thanks and praise to anybody that has helped you get to where you are right now.
I don't know if Alan's still on here, but obviously Alan, like I've known him since I was 7 years old. So that's a huge person in my life,
Right.
obviously. Got me through the past 6 years here, high school. And then parents, of course, spent a lot of time and money on this sport, traveling throughout the summer, playing high school. So just a huge thanks to them for making this dream come true. And then the teammates at Ballard, it's been a great past 6 years here. I wouldn't ask for anybody else. And then obviously this past 2 years have been awesome, just playing with all of these girls.
Miss Donaldson, it has been a privilege for you to be on the Mark and Will show, for you to be, for me to interview you. It's been a privilege for me to interview you um, and your teammates. I'm still efforting one teammate, and I'm gonna get the coach also. I'm definitely gonna get that. But I mean, as for a community, what I'm saying, I'm very proud of you guys, and you guys are rocking and rolling, and this is, not every day you get to see greatness, and I know that when you guys get a little bit older, you're gonna realize that it was greatness. And so, thank you for joining the Mark and Will show tonight. I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. It was fun. I loved it. So thank you.
Good luck. More
Thank
to
you. I
more to
appreciate it.
more to come, and don't hit a home run off for Brooke. Don't do that. That's not nice. Don't do that.
I'll try
Don't
not
do that.
to.
All right, bye. That's what the show's about, guys. That's what we do. So make sure we're gonna bring more players on here. We're gonna bring more coaches. And right there was a great interview. Great player, great person, great program. We want to make sure everybody get the opportunity to be recognized. So always know the banker. Make sure you guys have a great, great, great weekend, Father's Day, all that kind of stuff, everything. God bless y'all, man, and peace out. Mark and Will Show.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.